If you grew up in the 90s or 2000, AI was the guy that just kind of changed everything for you.
É saco.
MP's got 5 points.
Meet
É isso aí, estamos de volta. Vamos fazer nossa estreia agora na temporada da NBA. Vamos jogar próximo jogo. Agora eu posso escolher. Escolher a dificuldade. Vou tentar no Hall da Fama já de cara. Não sei. Ou se eu fico no Pro. Eu vou ficar no Pro por enquanto. Depois eu mudo mais para frente um pouco. Vamos ver se eu posso progredir. Aqui, ó. O primeiro jogo estreia contra o Boston Celtics. Vamos lá. Primeiro jogo da temporada. Filadélfia e Boston. Vamos pegar aí o
MP,
What's going
great
on,
to
man?
finally meet
Tatum.
you.
Pleasure's all mine, man. Hey, I read the article about you in the pen down. You're one data-obsessed cat, man.
Well, you can never have too much data.
Mhm.
I'm glad you came. Look, this Shep thing, it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Mhm.
We're going to need to put in some work to make sure it doesn't have a negative impact on the start of your career.
Okay, yeah, so just like work hard, play well, make people forget Shep ever existed.
Yes and no. Let's say we put you in the starting lineup tomorrow and you stumble a little bit. Normally, no big deal.
Mhm.
But 68% of our fans wanted Shep. And of that 68%, 95% have a highly unfavorable opinion of you.
Okay, so that's basically corporate speak for they hate my guts.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which means it becomes a story.
Mm.
Papers in this town are out for blood. I'm sure you saw the top take segment.
Oh, I did.
Okay, look, there's no reason to think that you're not going to take off right out of the gate. But any hiccup in your play, and we've got a distraction on our hands. It's bad for your growth, bad for team chemistry, and it makes Phil Boyer look bad.
Mhm.
He stuck his neck out for you on draft night.
Okay, so what's the solution?
Glad you asked. We focus on the fan base, and we develop a strategy to win their affection.
Okay, it sounds like my playing time is based on what? If I can make the fans like me or not?
I know it's ridiculous, but everything's connected.
Okay.
If we don't deal with this in a holistic manner, it could affect the bottom line. When the bottom line's affected, governors aren't happy. When the governors aren't happy, nobody's happy.
I just want to be a pillar in the community. So if we can make that happen as part of that, I'm in. I don't want to do a bunch of PR fluff, though.
Same page, 100%.
Okay.
And I've already talked to your team about all of this. Impressive group of people, by the way. And they're going to take the lead on it. But my door is always open.
Freddie, I really appreciate your transparency, man.
I'm just doing my job. Just doing my job. Believe me, it's an honor to work with someone as talented as UMP. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can accomplish together.
Vamos nessa.
You're here nice and early. Love to see it.
Just doing my job, coach.
Humble and hardworking. Both qualities we like to see in a draft pick. But you already knew that. Let me show you the locker room.
Let's do it.
So obviously you've seen one of these before. Nothing too unusual. Your locker's over there.
The one with my name on it, right?
Quick study. We put the starter's name on the whiteboard over here before every game. Coach likes to keep things regular, but obviously injuries happen. People perform or they don't. So it'll change from time to time.
All right, well, hopefully it changes sooner rather than later.
You keep doing the right things, you'll be there sooner than you think.
Hey, that's the plan.
All right, hey, come on, let me show you my office. Come on in.
Cool.
Now, I know you're anxious to find out how you're going to fit into the rotation.
Coach, man, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hyped, man. You got no idea.
Like I said, we wanted to see how you performed under pressure, so we put a lot of weight in your performance in the Summer League Championship.
Yeah, you were very clear about that.
Communication is super important in this organization, so I am glad to hear you say that. And I'm also glad to let you know that you'll be our 6th man to start the season.
6 man.
O seu sexto
Can't be
homem.
mad at that.
I thought you'd be a little higher in the joy scale than can't be mad at that.
Joy scale. Coach, you a life coach on the side? Getting a little pocket money there?
Yeah, I joke when I'm upset too.
I'm not upset. It's just I haven't come off the bench since my freshman year of college. And before that, never really.
I get that. But 6 man at this level is a big responsibility. People have long careers in that role, and you haven't even played a game yet.
I feel you, man. It's just I have high expectations for myself, and I'm not exactly at a 10 on the joy scale just yet.
I get it. 100%. Honestly, I'd be concerned if you didn't feel that way. You want to make it here, you got to have a hunger to be the best.
I mean, if you're not competing to be the best here, what are we doing?
Exactly.
What are we doing?
Exactly. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to get dressed, you know where your locker is, and once you're ready to head to the court, it's the tunnel across from the locker room. Any questions?
Coach, yeah, I'm ready. Let's get it.
See you out there.
Vamos nessa.
Okay. What about Mike Wang's defense? Because he was D'ing you up pretty hard.
He was. I got a lot of respect for him. And I could tell him.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia 76ers. At small forward, Matisse Thybulle. At the other forward position, Tobias Harris.
Timão, cara.
At shooting guard, Tyrese Maxey. At the other guard, James Harden. At center, Joel Embiid.
Agora é conseguir a minha vaga no time titular.
Is Doc Rivers.
Agora conseguir a minha vaga nesse time.
It's time to introduce the Boston Celtics. At guard, number 36, Marcus Smart. At forward, 6'9", number 42, Al Horford. At center, number 44, Robert Williams. At guard, 6'6", number 7,
Brown.
Jaylen Brown. At forward, number 0, Jason Tatum. The head coach of your home team, this is the Boston Celtics.
Vamos lá.
Thank you, BA. Well, tonight the debut for the 18th overall pick in the draft.
Okay, Alec, thank you. Well, the fans were a bit brutal when MP was selected, Grant.
You know, BA, fans sometimes can get pretty emotional on draft night, but they took it to a whole nother
Vamos lá, estreia, hein?
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Jogando fora de casa, jogando em Boston.
James Harden out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Thybulle in at the 3. And for Boston, Tatum and Horford at the forward slots. Smart and Brown, a great defensive backcourt. And it's Williams in at the center position. There is nothing like the atmosphere of opening night in the NBA. Grant, the players get just as pumped up as
Boa bola.
the first game of the season.
Substitution
Going with almost an entire new group here.
Vamos lá, 15-12.
Checked in for Williams. Gallinari comes in for Horford. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for Smart. Tatum against MP to the middle. Here's Harrell. Good.
Boa bola.
This goes to MP.
assisted
It's so
by
clever in pick and rolls.
number 31.
Once Harrell sets the screen, he slashes to available space.
Peyton é meu. Vamos lá.
collapsed here in the first quarter. And the bucket is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions
Boa bola.
like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And that streaking rack attack is the mobile one drive.
Boa bola.
And in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
When you think of the 76ers, Richard, they've had so many Hall of Fame players.
Allen Iverson sticks out to me. I love watching AI play. And then when I entered
Boa bola.
into the league, I was competing against them. If you grew up in the 90s or 2000, AI was the guy that just kind of changed everything for you.
É saco.
MP's got 5 points.
Meet your point guard.
Green light.
Bring for you as effectively as he scores.
Inside, here's Williams.
Boa bola.
And he parries his first look.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
For Philadelphia, they've got 8 of 15 shots to go. Harden from outside.
Boa bola.
And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Brogdon finds Gallinari. And that's good.
Eita, abriu 4 pontos, hein?
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
To the inside.
Ah,
Boston's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Pass to Brogdon.
sozinho.
Nails it from 3. Brogdon's
Complicou, hein?
Excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Harden, the pass to MP. Down low. To stop.
Boa bola.
Carroll with the strong finish.
And you know Harold wants to jam it. No layups here. He loves flushing it home.
Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Celtics
5 pontinhos.
by 5.
Se a gente consegue recuperar. Voltei pro banco.
Jason Tatum comes
Ixi.
in for Smart, and a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Tucker's checked in for Tobias Harris. MP comes in for Thibault. Tyrese Maxey's checked in for Korkmaz. And it's
horrível.
for Milton. And another miss by Philadelphia. Boston has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go.
Falta. 14 pontos de diferença. Porra. 15.
And Tatum with the explosive wing pair. Al Horford out there with Danilo Gallinari. And it's Brogdon in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. You can tell Horford's teammates look up to him. He's an accomplished veteran with a lot of experience and knowledge.
Boa bola. Vamos tentar recuperar esse placar aí.
We've got a minute 48 left in the half. Williams misses.
Bora, rebote.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to the shot.
O que houve? Caramba, cara. Passe horrível.
A minute 39 left in the first half. On the wing, Tatum. Beyond the
Putz.
he drops it from range.
Péssimo.
Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
Strong from three-point land. Tatum is about a 40% shooter from deep. That's impressive.
Pass to Tucker. On the wing, MP. And the officials will call the
Ok.
The screener was
Pô, Tucker.
right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
outside Tatum. A minute 4 left in the first half.
Que isso, cara?
Tatum's got 12 points in the game.
And Tatum has a number of shots to choose from down low. This makes him a tough cover.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Tucker pass to MP. Just 5 on the clock. And so he
Alta.
headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Eita, muito rápido.
This Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptable. Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Out left to the wing. Brogdon against Melton. Pass to Pritchard. The three. And it's Harrell with a rebound. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Melton against Tatum. Melton misses.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him play.
Falta. Ó, vamos perder na estreia, cara.
It's been all about Jalen Brown for the Boston Celtics.
Vamos lá, o jogo não tá perdido, não. Se a gente se acerta aí, vira esse jogo. Banco de novo. Vamos lá, 2 minutinhos aí do terceiro quarto. Boa bola. Horrível.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. Up front, it's Tucker at the 4, next to Embiid in the middle. Furkan Korkmaz
Pass me.
with Shake Milton, and it's MP in a small forward position. White can't
Boa bola.
Philadelphia's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter.
And last season,
Que isso, cara?
Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring.
Me segurou ali.
Way back in the 2000 season.
Brown fica comigo. Boa bola, boa bola. Boa bola, roubei. Caramba.
The 76ers also with a sub. Melton's checked in.
Vou ter que diminuir esses gráficos, cara. Tô sentindo muito lag.
Pass to Horford. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by the 76ers. And Joel Embiid, last season, the first center to average over 30 a game since Moses Malone did it back in 1982, Grant.
Oh, BA, talk about historic company. But how about this? Also the first ever international player to lead the NBA in scoring too. I mean, he won't be the last with the way things are.
On the wing, Tatum. Melton covers. Oh, and makes it with
Boa bola.
17 points.
How about the balance from Tatum? Absorbing the contact, it just doesn't matter. He takes it like a champ.
Outstanding triple drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
You know, BA, even with the game well in control, he's
Não caiu.
right at the bounce. I love it.
Porra, joguinho, hein? Que joguinho.
Celtics making the switch here. Williams is checked in. James Harden, he's checked in for the Sixers. And here's Brogdon. He's got 5. Pass to Gallinari. Fires the 3. Basket is good on the assist from
Porra.
He's got 5.
The all-around game of Brogdon. I mean, he's all for doing what's best for the team. A selfless passer.
Inside.
Boa bola.
Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Nice offense here. Close in. Great bet to go.
The kick to Tatum.
Ah,
And too long on the shot. Brogdon against MP. Outside Harden. It's
que isso, cara.
1 second left. That shot no good. And so it's Boston with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points. Looking good.
The 76ers, 53.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times, a spectacular pass is
Banco de novo.
Substitution on the
Here for
court.
Boston. Reed's checked in for the Sixers. MP comes in for Melton. And the three-point shot, so important, Richard. That's something you added after you came into the league. What was that process like?
Well, look, as the game tilted that direction, it was no secret. You have to put in that time.
Caiu.
And I try and tell people
Puts.
that it took me 3 years before I was able to even become a consistent three-point shooter, and another 5 before I became a good one. So as long as you're putting in the work, you're going to see the results.
Shooting for Philadelphia.
For those who stay around.
Some scouts wondered about Harrell's fit as a modern big, but every night you see the commitment and the hustle, and his energy is just infectious.
Johnson, he's checked in for Boston. Lamb comes in for Boston.
Péssimo. Menor já caiu pra C.
Let's check in with Ali LaForce.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Celtics was able to update me on the situation. After taking a look at it, it seems just to be a sore wrist. Obviously, this isn't at all how they pictured the start of the season. We'll have to see how this affects them.
Esfriou meu jogador lá.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
Não estreiei bem, cara.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for him and especially his teammates to get some fouls.
Johnson is out there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Robert Williams. Then there's Marcus Smart. And it's Lamb in at the shooting guard position. That's the Boston 5.
Boa bola.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
Milton. One shot.
The debate
Boa
about
bola.
Milton's true position is still going on. Point guard, wing, everybody's got an opinion.
Here's Pritchard. To the paint. Here's Hauser. Well timed.
Muito lento, hein?
He goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Ah, não passa a bola.
There's a minute 34 left to the game. And there's a 3-second
Ai, caramba. Eu fiquei 3 segundos no garrafão.
to get the most out of his versatility.
That's the key. He's a good spot shooter, but he's good with the ball in his hands too. And he can facilitate. It's a good problem for a coach to have.
Massey, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Celtics.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
It's almost
Opa, outra falta.
didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jaylen
Pô, tô
Brown.
arremessando muito desequilibrado.
Offensive outing. When you
Vou ter que trocar a animação, cara. Não é possível.
It's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Pass to Johnson. To the middle. Here's Lamb. Korkmaz pulls it in.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got
Boa bola.
in position to alter that shot. Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Hauser. Pass to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Boa bola.
And that'll be Boston's ball as it goes out of bounds. Celtics able to keep possession here. Just 2 to shoot. Boston, no good.
É
that
bote.
time either. Here's Reed. And looks like an
Que houve?
pick was set.
A outra falta, cara.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
E é isso aí. Primeira derrota. Primeiro jogo, primeira derrota. Não fiz uma boa partida. Mas faz parte, né? Vamos ver se dá para upar alguma coisa.
Tough loss tonight, MP. I'm sure that's not how you wanted to start your NBA career.
Nope, John. It's definitely not.
What gives you confidence that your next game will end on a more positive note?
Being a part of this organization, basically. I've got incredible teammates and a top-notch coaching staff. So even if I do struggle, which, obviously I hope I won't, but even if I do, I know these guys are going to go out there and do everything that they can do to help us get this win.
So you trust the people around you?
Oh, 100%. I mean, these guys are pros in every sense of the word, so I have no reason to think that they won't come out on top of the next game. That's the mentality you have to succeed in this league, and we definitely got it.
That makes all the sense to me. Hey, good luck in your next one, MP.
Appreciate it, man.
There were a lot of media outlets in the preseason that made a big deal about the fan base's so-called negative reaction to you on draft day. But I did see quite a few people in the stands supporting you. Mm-hmm. Could you speak a little bit about that?
Community is everything to me, so it's very important for me to have the fans on my side. With that being said, it's only up to me to give them a reason to cheer, to smile, to have something to look forward to. And with the season only just starting, I'm not surprised if they're not fully on board yet.
Okay, but is it fair to you to have to prove yourself like that? Is there any part of you that wishes you were perhaps given the benefit of the doubt?
Is it fair? I don't know. John, life ain't fair. My parents used to always tell me that when I felt bad for myself.
Wise words.
Truly. But as far as, getting the benefit of the doubt goes, I'm more comfortable being in a position where I got to prove myself. Always have, always will. That's just a natural part of sports. First you got to prove yourself to your teammates that you can be trusted to deliver. Then, if you do that and get results, the fans will follow. So I'm not really worried about it.
Cool as a cucumber. I'm sure the fans will love that quote, MP.
Yeah, man.
Hey, thanks for your time.
Anytime, brother.
Isso aí.
Okay, I will let him know.
What up, Rick? You good?
Hey, yeah, just got off the phone with Othello Akpem's assistant, and the big boss man wants to see you.
What about? He's not one of those super hands-on GMs, is he?
Nah, that's not really his reputation.
So...
Honestly, I don't know what this is about, man. I tried to press his assistant for some more info, but all he told me was that Coach Graves will be there, too.
Okay. Something about this feels off.
Yeah, I agree.
You got any advice?
Go in there with an open mind, see what they want to talk about, and come back here and we'll talk about it.
All right. Bet.
So what you say to MP? Come on in, take a seat.
What's up, MP?
Coach Graves, Mr. Akpem.
What'd I tell you about that? Othello, please.
All right, man, my bad. You got it.
So, about Shep.
Oh, boy, you too.
Now just listen. We knew the PR hit we'd take for picking you over him. But that's all just outside noise. Inside these walls, all we care about is ball.
All right, well, I'm willing to put in the work. On and off the court. So whatever it takes. I actually spoke to Freddie Novak.
You talked to Freddie?
Did I do something wrong by talking to Freddie?
Freddie's a nice guy. I like him. But all this stuff about controlling your own narrative, you're a ball player, not a politician.
We put together a very specific game plan for you. You hit these goals, you're in the starting lineup. Simple as that.
Okay, Freddie made it seem like I had to do a bunch of PR stuff just to get my shot with the Starters.
That's flat out wrong. This Shep stuff has nothing, I repeat, nothing to do with your playing time. I want you to focus on your craft, not this PR stuff. Am I clear?
Crystal clear.
Good. I don't need to keep you. But if you ever want to talk, or if Freddie gives you a hard time, whatever, my door is always open.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Ogpen.
Othello. Don't mention it. Thank me by putting in the work.
All right. See you, Coach.
See
ya. Sounds good, Jerry. Yeah, I'll link up with you later, man. All right, have a great one.
Yo, you want me to come back?
No, you good.
You sure?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk with you about your meeting with Othello.
To be honest with you, man, I'm a little confused.
Yeah, I thought you might say that.
Yeah. So you know something?
Man, I'm all over it.
So what's your take on it then, man? And one ear, I got Freddie tell me one thing, and the other I have Othello basically forbidding me to talking to Freddie.
Oh, he forbid you?
Well, not exactly, but he's not happy that I'm talking to him. I mean, the thing is, winning over the fans, I'm all for. It is my thing. It's a great idea. It's well-researched. But Rick, man, if it's me stepping on people's toes, I'm not for it. Look, I don't want to make the coaching staff angry.
That's not going to happen, all right?
So what's the plan, man?
Well, first of all, relax. All right, everything's fine, man. It's just a little palace intrigue. That's all.
Palace intrigue? All right, sure.
Look, your president of basketball ops, Phil Boyer, he's feeling the heat right now. He underestimated the PR hit that he would take by drafting you while Shep is still on the board. And optics, for better or worse, are very important for a man in his position.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a career to consider, so I get it.
Okay, so if you take this whole thing seriously, it'll do a great deal of getting you ahead.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm down for whatever. Just say the word.
All right, that's good. But meanwhile, you still got Othello Akpem thinking that Freddie's some existential threat.
A threat?
Yeah.
Yo, bro, what is he, like, angling for his job? Dude is in marketing, man.
I don't know. Stranger things have happened, man.
Wow. I don't know. Dude seemed pretty straightforward to me.
I mean, that was my read, too, but, that don't mean Othello's not worried. Look, the way he sees it, Phil's legacy is tied to you, which means that Freddie's got his ear because you come with a lot of media baggage.
Okay, again, that part makes sense.
Okay, plus you got the whole data-driven angle. And you got to remember, Othello's old school, like a real scouts and chalkboards type. Thinks that anybody with a computer's trying to push him out the league.
Right.
All right, so all I'm saying is you just gotta walk a real fine line here, man. I mean, goes without saying, you have to perform.
Yo, the funny thing is, that does not seem to be the focus right now at all.
Like, you want the money, right?
Hey.
Then this all comes with it.
Hey, I ain't complaining. I just think it's funny, man.
Look, all this means is that we gotta be delicate, all right? So instead of launching this, full-on PR blitz, probably on the lines of what Freddie would want, let's dip our toes in this whole plan to win over the fans.
I think I know what you're saying. You want slow plays.
Slow play it, exactly.
All right.
It's not like we won't do nothing. We'll just ease into it. Keep Othello and Freddie happy, which keeps Phil happy.
Okay.
Which makes us one big, happy, slightly dysfunctional family.
Okay. It's all making sense now. So when we start, man?
Well, Mila and Ashley are running point on this, so I'm sure they'll hit you up when they got something to say.
Yo, let them know whenever, wherever, it don't matter. I'm there. I'm your guy. Let's get it.
Okay, I get it. Look, in the meantime, you just focus on ball, all right? Hit the goals that Othello and Coach G gave you, win some games maybe, and we're going to be golden.
Want some games?
I'm just saying.
Hey, that ain't no issue.
Yeah, I ain't think it was going to be.
All right, then.
All right, get out there, man.
É isso, progressão, vamos lá. Liberou uma badge. Badge que pode ser no finish, pode ser no shooting. Não, só no finish. Vamos lá. Badge de finish. Vamos ver qual que eu vou escolher. Esse daqui. Ah, não foi? Ué? Não deixa? Aqui não deixa. Ué? Ah, deve ter um... Ah, tá. Eu tenho que ter o close shot 65, driving layup 67. Deixa eu ver então aqui, ó. O que é isso? Take over. Ah, o perk. O que eu posso usar de perk? Desacelerador. The closely. Opponents activate, take over, don't last long, the closer guarded. Suppressor. Ah, isso aqui é legal. Aqui, se eu tiver com o takeover ativo e não tiver habilitado ele, se eu fizer um erro, ele não vai resetar completamente o medidor. Ah, nenhum desses tá liberado? Ah, tá bom. Progression. Vamos ver aqui o que eu posso. Eu tenho 12 mil, né? Teoricamente. Vamos tentar melhorar meus 3 pontos. Meus 2 pontos. Vou no Driving Dunk. Né? Vamos botar mais aqui nos 3 pontos. 70. E vamos fazer 71. 66 no shooting. Não. Vamos melhorar um pouquinho também meu lance livre. É isso aí. Beleza. Overall 64. E agora eu posso colocar a badge. Ainda não. Putz, por causa de um. Mas eu posso meter aqui um Giant Slayer. Posso meter um Limit Take Off. Beleza. Beleza. Vamos ver o que houve aqui. O que é Quest? Mandou conversar com o Rodney. Conversar com o Reeves. No Platino e no Silver Deck. Vamos lá. Vamos fechar essas duas quests e encerrar o vídeo. Vamos lá. Vamos lá, fechar a quest. Beleza. E com isso eu encerro o vídeo por hoje. E daqui a pouco a gente volta para jogar a segunda partida nessa temporada do NBA 2K23. Valeu!